Is streaming harder than going to college? Let's get straight into it, bro. College versus streaming. This guy said college is harder. Many class deadlines, and sometimes work. Oh no, crap, there's gonna be freaking work. You're going to school, dude. This is, alright, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Like, if this guy went to college, bro, let's be for real. Obviously, you're gonna have to do work if you're going to school. This just looks harder to accomplish. This guy said streaming. Streaming is harder because you're your own boss, like editor, marketer, and entertainer. That is true. That is true. When you're streaming, you're literally your own everything, bro. You're your own editor because you need to edit your videos or edit your streams or edit your, let's say just in general, OBS. And then you also gotta post, YouTube, TikToks, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, whatever. So this is true. It's pretty hard. That's hard, but it's okay not. Because if you love doing it, bro, it's not even that hard. This guy says college is hard. Chat, are we just going back and forth? Streaming, college, streaming. Chat, did they do this like, wait, am I tripping? Alright, this guy said college is harder. It's mentally draining with constant tests and assignments. Low-key, that's a good one, bro. That's hard. That seems like, I really don't want to go to college, bro. And I'm not even close to there. Like, who wants to go finish school and then, you know what, I'm gonna go to more school. Like, okay, streaming. You need to be consistent every day with no days off if you want to grow as a streamer or YouTube or any platform. This is true. College is harder because professors don't care if you're tired. Deadlines are strict. Oh, so people, okay. That's like maybe our first good one we heard, but it's still kind of bad. Harder because you can put years of effort and still not blow up. Chad, this is true, bro. And that's why sometimes starting early when it comes to content and stuff like this is low-key goated because you learn so much. So by the time, let's say you're not even the same age, but you're getting close to the people's age that you usually see posting content. Once by the time you're their age, you're already like a pro, bro. I like posting and stuff like that. College. It demands years of studying, memorization that some people just don't enjoy. Well, bro, that's excuses. That's just an excuse. Streaming is harder because you constantly compare yourself to others and it messes up with your mental health. Bro, you don't really do that. If you just don't focus on others, bro, don't focus on others, and boom. You think that you're doing real good and that's the confidence. Bro, you don't have to look at that was a bad one. As well, because he says you can't control your grades. You can't control how your grades are judged, even if you try hard. Okay, this guy probably meant college. Because this has nothing to do with streaming. Okay, streaming again. You have to be entertaining even on your worst days. That is true. Even if you're feeling a bit down, no matter what, you have to be, giving good freaking energy to the stream. Because then, if you're not hyped or stuff like that, or even just being yourself, they're like, bad stream, bad energy, bad stream, bad looks, bad cooks. Alright, this guy says college because the pressure to succeed academically and socially can be overwhelming. Bro, I mean, I guess it can be overwhelming, but it goes to be overwhelming for streaming. So that's not really a good one, though. For streaming, people underestimate how much time goes into editing, networking, and content ideas. That is true. Some people don't realize that how much time this really takes. When you're posting YouTube videos, like I post some YouTube videos, right? Some YouTube videos, bro, they generally take an hour, bro. An hour, that low-key, it takes like 10 minutes, I'm not gonna lie. I get off from Twitch. I get off from OBS. Like what I do on Twitch, I low-key kind of post on YouTube. So it don't take that long, but if you want to make it real good, exactly, it's gonna take time. What is harder to accomplish overall? College. Student loans plus stress equals heavy mental toll. Yeah, bro, I be hearing student loans be more than my whole freaking, I don't know, but they be hella money. Like, I be seeing some 100,000 plus. I'm like, what is harder to accomplish overall? Streaming. You don't just stream. You brand, market, and grind non-stop. That is true. But if you really like streaming, you love doing all that. So, it's not really it's not like, oh, I gotta go post. It's like, let's freaking go. I just made a new freaking video. But like, maybe it's just different ways of seeing things. 4 years of essays, exams, and stress with no break. Yeah, that freaking sucks. Can't lie, bro. Having to go to more school for another 4 years, and it's even harder school, like, I already don't see me going to college. I'm not gonna lie, bro. What is harder to accomplish overall? College. There's always a risk of burnout juggling multiple things. Well, also for content, bro. Also, especially with streaming, because let's say there's of course gonna be, bro, that goes for both. So that's not a good one. Streaming. You get judged in real time, and people can be harsh. That's also not bad either, bro. People People being harsh. Just get them out of chat. Because you actually have the option to literally ban them or time them out. What is harder to accomplish? College. You don't get to follow your passions as freely as in streaming. That is true. I feel like streaming, you could do so many different things at once. I mean, it's harder because you take as much time editing, streaming, posting, marketing your content as much as students in college learn, and if not more than that. I guess I get what they're saying, but like, you can't really. I mean, I guess you get what they're saying. Like, we put in the same hours. I understand that. College versus streaming. College. 4 years of extra hard work just for a certificate is harder than people think. Well, if you're thinking about it like that, why go to college? I'm going to college just for a certificate. You obviously get way more for going to college, I think. But like, if you're saying like that, then I would think streaming is harder, because if you're doing all that years just to get that, streaming, you put all them years and you could go freaking generational famous. Generationally famous. I can't freaking speak, bro! Why can't I say the words right? I need to go to school. I can't wait for school to start. Because I forgot how to speak, bro. All this freaking streaming crap be getting my mind. Alright, what is harder to accomplish? College. You don't just sit behind screens. You need to study. Alright. I understand that. You actually have to study, but alright. People really think streaming is just turning on the camera and playing games. Nah, it's way harder than that. Honestly, harder than college in a lot of ways. In college, you know... What the? Bro, chat, why am I getting ads? Like, I don't know. Anyways. In college, you know what to expect. You get a schedule, some homework, a few tests, and boom, you pass. If you put in the work with streaming, you're doing everything on your own. No one tells you what to do, how to grow. You figured out content ideas, make people laugh, keep them watching, edit your stuff, post on socials, deal with trolls, fix tech issues. It never ends, and the grind non-stop. If you miss a few days, your viewers dip, your numbers drop, and constantly feel like you're behind. Plus, in college, you get breaks. On stream, you take one break, and everyone forgets you exist. Streaming isn't just playing games. It's being your own boss, entertainer, editor, marketer, and therapist all at once. It's fun, but it's hard work. This is low-key facts, though. All this is low-key facts, bro. All this is facts. Streaming is literally, like, this was the best one. Streaming is harder. This just proves that streaming is harder no matter what anybody says, bro. Streaming is harder, bro. He just put college in a seat. Which means, like, college is nowhere near harder than streaming, bro. There's no set path, no guaranteed success, and way more competition. And also, you pay money for college and you get money for streaming. What? Streaming is harder? There's no set path and way more competition. And also, you pay for college and you get money for streaming. But that makes no sense, bro. That makes no sense. Oh, you pay for college, which means anybody can go and just pay. But for streaming, you can't just pay and be famous. Oh, okay. I understand this. That is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching so much. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And see y'all in the next freaking video.